Leon CUPRA hatchback. There's also an estate version available. Now, for those of you who do not know, CUPRA used to be a performance brand of Seat, the Volkswagen Group, but recently they have separated and now they're a standalone brand. This is actually a hybrid, which might come as a surprise. I say let's get out of here and see what this car is all about. So let's begin by launching this vehicle. The declared 0 to 100 is 6.7 seconds, but my logic tells me that this is when your battery is fully charged, and my battery is exactly, well, 1%. I have tried to charge it last night, but well, I don't know where did it all go wrong. Imagine if we were driving an electric car. Well, we wouldn't be driving it anywhere today. Okay, so I'm going to pop this car into CUPRA mode. The gearbox is in sport, traction control into sport, and let's floor this thing. Foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Launch control program active. Oh, a bit of pepper grinding with my front tires. Front wheel drive car, but how are we doing? Well, I tell you what, it ain't all that bad. I am 6.4, and that is with just 150 horsepower coming out of my combustion engine. Not bad at all. I do like my magic box from Race Logic. So the top speed is 225 kilometers an hour. Safe to say, you certainly can have a bit of fun in this car. Under the bonnet, I've got a 1.4 litre turbocharged petrol engine combined with electric motor. This is a plug-in hybrid, and we're getting 150 horses coming out of our combustion engine and 116 horses coming out of the electric motor. Here, 1 + 1 = 2, and the total power is being calculated at 245 horses. Not bad. 400 Newton meters of torque, and all of its power is being sent to the front wheels. That's fine. The declared electric range is 52 kilometers, which is 32 miles. Now, more realistic figure is about 45 kilometers, and that is during summertime, because as soon as the temperatures drop down during winter time, you're looking at well below 40 kilometers, which is absolutely normal. Now, if you really want to get this declared range, well, you better nanny the throttle pedal big times, and nanny, I'm afraid I am not. Now, onto charging. Using a home wall box, it'll take you 3 hours and 42 minutes to fully charge your battery, and just under 6 hours to charge it using a regular wall socket at home. So relatively easy, just pop it overnight. Well, you'd think it's relatively easy because last night, I'm afraid, I have stepped into nice dry mud. I'm kind of a land, and this morning I looked, I said, well, it's 2%, but that only meant for me, my wings got chopped a little bit during launch control. But you see, this is what I love about hybrid cars. You still have the wonderful flexibility of a combustion engine, no matter what happens. One more thing about charging. If you do take it easy, you will regain some battery life, but we are talking tiny percentages. The declared fuel economy here is 1.4 liters, and I have to be honest, I would have initially laughed at this figure, because I'm afraid I had to re-practice and re-educate myself on this predicament, because if you practice regular charging and drive relatively short distances, this figure is more than achievable. But I do not live in the city, so I'll give you a real-life example. I have picked this car up, the battery is fully charged, I have driven through a congested city, then I hit the motorway with a confident speed, somewhere between 140 and 160 kilometers an hour, 2 hours journey, and all I've used was 6 liters. Now, this is a perfect example of a situation in which an electric motor actually does the job. There are plenty of car manufacturers which produce hybrid cars, but well, it's a bit of a fluff because they do suck fuel like a Dyson or vacuum cleaner. Yeah, it's not good. It's not the case here. Now that we're on numbers, this car starts from £31,500 in the UK. It's direct competition, not too far. It is a Volkswagen Golf GTE, which costs £36,000. Personally, I've always thought CUPRA is just a little bit quicker, but hey, each to their own, whatever your heart desires. Alright, let's have a look at the cabin. So it is business as usual for CUPRA. The quality of the materials, the fit and finish is pretty good. Nothing squeaks, nothing wobbles, so you can just pull it off and take it home. Now the center console, although it does not take your breath away with design, it is fine, it is practical. I do like the steering wheel, flat bottom. You've got the start stop button here, another button to change your modes, pop it into CUPRA mode, for example. I do like the CUPRA logo. I like this sort of bronze accents. I think they make the car look very elegant, very sporty at the same time. Digital drives display, and you have different layouts. And let me put it this way. Whatever your heart desires, CUPRA gives it to you. Now, because of course CUPRA being a little bit Germanic, whether they like it or not, there's plenty of practicality, lots of storage space in here and here. Large bowl of water in your side pockets, no problems. Now onto the infotainment system. So this is the system, the brand new one, which you get in Volkswagen, in CUPRA, and Seat. The system itself is really good, good graphics, crystal clear. It's very pleasant to use, in fact. And then we've got the new layout for the buttons, meaning we actually don't get any buttons at all. We have these sliders for climate control, for volume control. Now it's fine when you're stationary, you can sort of fiddle with it, but as soon as you hit the road, well, the fiddling becomes a little bit distracting, becomes a little bit problematic. Now, it is possible that these sliders are simply magnificent, and I'm completely not a moron and unable to use them in the right way. I don't know, but we shall leave it at that. The system, I like it. I got to like it really, actually. I really enjoy it now. But the best thing by far about the cabin, just like with any CUPRA model, are the seats. They have literally got your back. They look good, they feel good, and they do a very good job when you decide to go in a more aggressive manner around the corner. Now this is the basic trim in CUPRA, which actually, if you think about it, it looks pretty good. But I do have the fabric on the seats, not the leather. But that's fine. Overall, I think the cabin is actually lovely. Make out for the thrill of it. Mess around for the thrill of it. Now let's talk about how this car feels as a daily driver. I'm driving in a comfort mode. This car is very easy to handle, very easy to maneuver, good turning circle, and of course its compact size. Now the suspension is not overly soft, but it is soft enough to absorb the vast majority of bumps and imperfections on the road, but not to the point you're going to lose a plot as you're flying through a sharp corner. Quite the opposite, actually. Exactly how it should feel. Otherwise, why would you buy a car like this? It's a pretty solid long distance cruiser as well, as you pick up a bit of speed. Very little tire noise, very little wind noise, good visibility as well. So all in all, a rather practical hatchback. Okay, let's check the boot space. We've got 270 liters of space. You've got a bit of a hump in here, so it does take a bit of an exercise to lift your item out of this boot. This is your charging cable, not very elegant, but that's fine. And that's enough about the boot. And what about being a passenger in Leon CUPRA? So I've adjusted both front seats for my height, which is just over 1.7 meters, 5'6", and I've got plenty of legroom. Actually, I'm really impressed with the legroom. Pretty good headroom. What about middle row? I do not have appropriate outfit, but never mind. Let's try it. Well, you've got this big hump down here, so so. But you can fit in 2, even tall adults in here, and they'll be just fine. On the run from my given disaster. Anyway, now that we've got the boring stuff out of the way, let's pop this car into CUPRA mode, And let's floor this thing. Oh, it really is a magic button. This car is now so awake, it picks up so quickly. The throttle response is just instant. I mean, have I been brainwashed? 1.4 liters, come on. But it just feels actually pretty good. We've got a 6-speed automatic dual clutch. It's a DSG product. Whether it's an upshift or a downshift, driving in all modes at all speeds. The gear change is quick, it is smooth, actually brilliant, I have to say. Now I'm sure having a fully charged battery would have made this experience a lot more pleasurable, but let's be honest, more often than not, if you're not a car driver, your battery will be empty, and you don't want a car feel like empty guts when your battery is empty, because here you can get still a lot of joy even with an empty battery. So you floor this thing, you hear the sound, you get all excited, and you think to yourself, God almighty, I've got big balls. And then you open the window to appreciate the sound of them more. And you don't hear much. And then you realize, well, you've got tiny nuggets that are coming out of here. It's artificially coming out of your speakers. But it's fine, listen. This car serves its purpose perfectly. It's a hybrid in a sporty shell, and I think it's got plenty of flavor, and I really like it actually. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye!